Our first story follows YouTuber Thomas Locke, who would soon learn that camping alone can be anything but peaceful. He set out with his dog, venturing into a quiet woodland in the UK, about 40 minutes from his home. As the evening light began to fade, they started toward their chosen campsite.
The place I wanted to go to today, but sun's setting. The actual place I wanted to go to was about a 40-minute drive. There was just not enough time. Even now, that sun's... It's going to be getting dark very, very soon. You know, that's us over there. This is the happiest dog in the world right now. He's in his element. It's an open field, just hanging out. Amazing.
Everything appears calm at first, but as they push further into the darkening woods, Thomas notices his dog behaving oddly, as if sensing something unseen.
Archie. Archie. What's that about? Oh man, I don't know. Tell you what I'll do. I'll get some food going, get some smidge spray on, and then I'll see how I feel. Just doesn't feel right. Let's get some food on. Just my mind playing tricks on me. What's wrong, Archie? This dog's tail, he keeps looking over there. His tail. It's just completely dropped. He keeps looking in that direction. Just birds, mate, just birds. Yeah, fuck it.
Feeling that something is off, Thomas follows his instincts. He decides not to risk it, packs up his gear, and makes his way out.
Nah. Something's fucky. Something's fucky. Pardon my language. The first time I've ever sworn on this channel. Does that prove that something feels genuinely off? We're out of here, man. We're gone. It's dead quiet, the birds. The birds have all gone quiet. Except for that one.
It may not seem terrifying at first, but everything changes the moment Thomas reaches his car. What happens next will make your skin crawl.
Yeah. Bad vibes, man. Bad vibes. I don't feel the slightest bit of regret. I feel that I've made the right choice. What the f*** was that? You won't have heard that because I've got my mic on me. Can you hear that? Let me switch my mic off. I'm not messing around. I really hope the mic picked that up. All the hairs on my back are up right now. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Was Thomas lucky to avoid real danger, or did his fear simply trick his mind into believing something was there? The truth will likely stay unknown. What's clear, though, is that both he and his dog walked away safely that night. Yet the question remains, did they really escape untouched? That was just a warm-up. The next clip? Let's just say you might want to sleep with the lights on tonight. A quiet evening turns sinister for a teen and his girlfriend as they lie in bed, enjoying The Office. Their comfort is suddenly broken when unsettling noises drift in from the darkness outside. In Appalachia, that's common, so they brush it off. Yet the noises grow louder, more disturbing. Curiosity pushes them to leave their room, and what they find will haunt them for the rest of their lives. Watch what happens next.
And I mean, we hear noises out here pretty often, but you can see how high up we are. We hear noises out here, but nothing like what we just heard, so I think it might be worth looking into. I gotta get a flashlight. Can't see anything. I can't really describe exactly what it sounded like, but almost like some kind of a screech. I don't know, maybe some kind of bird, but it was definitely up there. Also, earlier we were hearing some heavy like thuds, and I don't know if you'd say steps or whatever, but it's like something was scurrying across. I thought it was just squirrels or something, but it could be something heavier. I might have to go down and take a look up. Let's see. What the is that? What in the Wait a minute. Hey! Where'd it go? The hell? So yeah, what do you think? Should I go out there?
No, please.
If there's something on the roof, I gotta figure out what it is. Like, we can't just leave it up there. It could climb in the window in the middle of the night and kill us.
I don't know.
Screw it. No, I gotta go up there. I decided I gotta go out there. So I don't know where the hell that thing went, but it's gone off the ridge. Alright, sorry it's gonna be shaky. I gotta get out there somehow. Is that? What in the?
What do you think they actually caught on camera that night? Many people in the comments believe it was just a white barn owl caught in the snowfall, but after digging deeper, the evidence points to something far stranger. The shape, the way it moved. It didn't behave like any owl we know, so what exactly did they encounter? Perhaps it's just one more chilling mystery from the strange lands of Appalachia, but if that one gave you chills, just wait until you see what's coming next. Our third story follows a man, alone in the deep forest, setting up his tent when he noticed a figure moving among the trees in the darkness. From a distance, he couldn't tell if it was human or something far more sinister hiding in the shadows. Still, he remained through the night. Moments later, unusual sounds echoed through the woods, catching his attention. Unaware of what lay hidden in the darkness, he moved forward to uncover the mystery.
What is that? Looks like eye shine. Whoa. Should I whistle?
He saw a shadowy figure ahead, its eyes shining through the dark. Curiosity soon turned to fear as a deep growl broke the silence, confirming the forest wasn't safe. He quickly gave up his plans for the night and left unharmed, but the feeling of being watched never left. If that last clip made your heart skip a beat, get ready. What's next will leave you breathless. In May 2025, Vlad, a survivalist known for pushing himself in brutal conditions, set out on what he thought would be another expedition. But hidden on a forgotten trail, he found something unsettling. An empty van, corroded by rain and time, sitting silently in the wilderness. It appeared to have been left for years. Instead of leaving, Vlad chose to spend the night inside the van. He cleared the brush and set a fire, but when darkness fell, the air grew heavy, like something unseen was watching. Silence in the woods broke in an instant, replaced by chilling screams from every side. It wasn't one voice, but several blending together. Twigs cracked nearby, footsteps pressed into the ground, and faint growls rumbled just beyond the reach of the flickering flames. He lay hidden in the van, every heartbeat echoing, his camera clutched like a weapon. Hours went by, and soon the forest grew dead quiet, but that silence felt heavy, unnatural. The next morning, while searching for wood, Vlad stumbled upon a monstrous bone, clean, white, and massive. Too big for any known animal, there were no tracks, no remains, no trace of life, only the bone. He remained there for the rest of the day, though something in the air felt different now. The wilderness had spoken in its own language, and Vlad understood every word. He left the forest later, physically untouched, yet something deep inside him wasn't the same. That old van, those echoing howls, and that strange bone haunted his thoughts long after he returned home. The woods don't always whisper, they sometimes shout, and when they do, you'd better listen. Surprised by that last one? Trust me, the next clip will make it look like a bedtime story. Our fifth encounter speaks of Liam, who is obsessed with the wild and dared to camp in the forest during a violent storm, but the night had far darker plans.
We've got over 60 miles per hour wind gusts due, and the rain is pretty much non-stop, so that should be a good test for the nightcap pop-up tent. That's a joke. I'm out in the Hilliberg solo tonight, so really it will be good to see how that performs in those sort of winds. And don't talk to me about visibility. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. The wind is getting stronger and stronger as we're getting higher. I'm not looking forward to that scramble.
He was struggling to reach his campsite as the wind reached almost 60 miles per hour.
Wow! Jesus Christ! So we just got to the little scramble section. Luckily we're getting a bit of protection from this side of the mountain. You can see the trip point. Come on! we're limited with space in the solo, I've just detached the inner slightly, moved it a bit back, and then that just gives me enough room to get out of all my wet gear whilst keeping the inner of the tent dry.
The storm raged harder with every step, the fierce wind almost sweeping him off his feet as he struggled up the slope. Thick mist made it impossible to see far ahead, and the cold bit through his wet clothes. Finally, he spotted a narrow space next to a stone wall, just enough to set up his tent. He secured it tightly and changed out of his soaked clothes, hoping to stay warm. By nightfall, the weather had turned wild, shaking the tent with every gust.
Lovely views at the summit. Absolutely mental out there. And then once you get back in, you've got to do that whole process again, getting out all your wet gear, getting back in your dry gear.
Liam tucked himself deeper into his sleeping bag, doing his best to fight off the chill while the storm pounded relentlessly against his tent. The scenery from earlier felt like a distant memory compared to the freezing chaos outside. Once he changed into dry clothes, he cooked a simple meal to keep himself warm. But even with music in his ears, the wild wind drowned out every sound. The night dragged on endlessly, each gust threatening to tear through the tent. Exhausted, he managed only a few short moments of uneasy rest.
I could do with going outside soon and checking them guy lines. I've been out for like 3 hours. Who'd want to go out in that? Hello, it is 7 AM, so I'm going to start packing up. It could take a while to get this tent down. Sunrise is about 20 past 8-ish. Not like we're going to get one, but I mean it'll start getting light around then.
When the clock hit 7, Liam realized it was time to leave. The storm still raged on, but staying any longer wasn't an option. Breaking down his tent in the powerful wind took all his strength, each step of the descent feeling like a test of endurance. The gusts pushed and pulled at him, nearly toppling him more than once. At last, soaked and tired, he made it back to his car in one piece.
Can you hear that? Wow!
Exhausted, wet, but still breathing, he had made it through the night. Yet the lesson was brutal. The true terror wasn't creatures lurking in the shadows or predators stalking the trees. It was Mother Nature herself, a merciless force that crushes everything in her path. If you thought the last clips were terrifying, get ready. This final one will haunt you long after the video ends. Our final story takes us to an adventurous duo, Fran and Strick, set off on yet another survival expedition to a secluded island, something they've done plenty of times before. However, this journey would take a dark and unexpected twist when Fran came across something that made her freeze in fear.
My heart is pumping. You wouldn't believe what I just spotted. Oh my god, it's right there. Mara, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like that before, and it's very confronting. Let's go get Jack. And Jackie's all the way on the other side of the beach. It's hot water.
Just heard Fran cooing down the beach. I thought she was in real strife, but she's running this way. I think she seems to be alright. What the hell? I haven't heard a yell like that before. I wonder what the hell happened. Oh man, nothing can really prepare you for that. We were not expecting to find anything like this. This is crazy. This is more bones here. It's a pile of bones. I was checking out that wasp's nest, and below it is a whole stack of human bones. We might have stumbled across
A burial site.
yeah, something quite sacred here, like a sacred burial site. We were hoping at best to find like some Aboriginal cave paintings that we could show our respect to, but we never expected to see.
Hidden under layers of dirt and an abandoned wasp nest lay what seemed to be human bones. Shocked, Fran hurried back to get Strick. When they returned, the two examined the site carefully and realized they might have found a burial ground. Broken shells and remnants nearby hinted at ancient gatherings, a mix of celebration and farewell. The scene sent chills down their spines, transforming their trip from a fun survival task to a moment of deep unease. Out of respect for the possible sacred site, they decided to leave without disturbing anything. Their discovery left them questioning, when you find something like that, do you report it or stay silent? They chose caution and respect. What would you have done? What if the next video is even crazier and you never see it? Subscribe now before you miss out forever.